A wonderful day from here. God Almighty bless you all richly. I'm bringing good tidings as usual from the Creator that was never created, the one that's here, the ending from the beginning. I'm bringing good tidings from the God of our ancestors. Please, if you are watching this very broadcast, do not hesitate to share. It is very, very imperative that you share the very broadcast to enable or disseminate the informations to our loved ones out there who needs it. We have a very wonderful topic before you today. Please don't hesitate to share and invite your friends. So I'm doing my own from here. Also do yours from your ending. So doing mine from here. Also do yours from your own ending. We have a target as a people. We have a goal. And by the grace of God Almighty, that goal we must achieve then. We cannot achieve that goal without you. That's why we need you to share our videos. We need you as the heart needs the blood to function. So today's topic is important, and we're also going to be authentication demanded. Authentication demanded. Please, if you are there, just share. One of our Facebook, they demanded for authentication. Just done that now. Please, if you are just tuning in, please just share. Facebook did they hardly send notification. That's just the major problem we have. They hardly send a notification out. So these are some of the discouragement we got at times. So we will not give up, we will not yield, we will not concede. Because we have a goal and we have a target. We have a goal by the grace of God, and we also have a target. Sowing, Mr. Sowing, David, God bless you in a hurry. Please, if you are there watching, do not hesitate to share, please. If you are there watching, don't hesitate to share. As I'm also doing mine from here. So I'm going to be doing a little sharing now so that we commence our broadcast. Can't wait for nobody, as they will always say. Can't wait for nobody. So as we begin to introduce the topic, please, if you are watching, just share among your friends. There have been a lot of series of testimonies in our live videos or in our live broadcast. Then today we're going to be talking about Evacuator Part 2. Very, very essential. We carry this in over. We treated this very topic yesterday. We're going to be talking about it today from a different perspective. Then sowing and reaping, obeying your calling. Then my support for President Donald J. Trump remains unshakable. Our support for him is the grand patriot of all. Our support for him remains unshakable. They bring out another scare event. I want to be telling all our followers, do not get shaken. You know, the whole television station in the world, they have been talking about it this morning. They talk about it every 1 minute. All of them, all those are scare events. Let them lose emotion over that. Something good will be coming out later. Then reclaiming back all our core value. By trend shall no man prevail. It takes wisdom to understand wisdom. Hailstorm is ravaging most countries in Europe. Hailstorm is happening everywhere, everywhere. You can't even mention a specific country now where it's happening. It's happening everywhere. There's fire outbreak in so many parts of Spain. There's fire outbreak as we speak. Spanish President Pedro Sanchez is in China to go and seek for cooperation from CCP, because everything they've done is backfiring against them already. And I want to be telling all our patriots there, please don't get shaken. Please don't get shaken. Hold the line. We are expecting our emergency broadcast system any moment from now. And there are a lot of things I'm not going to be putting here again. In case when there are change in time schedules, you don't begin to look at me as a conspiracy theorist. There are a lot of things we're not going to be putting there. Now, talking about reaping what you sow, what will always come to your mind? If we talk about reaping what you sowed, now, reaping what you sow simply means we are talking about the divine response that the creator of the heavens and the earth is going to be given to you after any struggle you have supported. Now, I know a lot of people will always say, maybe when you hear the topic today, hey, may come in and you can't reap what you sow. We are not talking about that. Your leader cannot withstand what is coming. We are talking about reaping what you have sowed divinely, what you sow for righteousness. You also going to be getting what you also sow in a wicked form. Even the people fighting us today who intend to become the deep states, they are just forming clique. I saw my video in one nothing page. I don't want to give them attention anyway, but I'm just saying in order that they pay me, because this kind of a thing must happen. Now, do you know, I did not play any of this video. I know that these people, nothing good can ever come out from their head. Do you know they are not pacing about where I was saving millions of the people that were supposed to be injured by the injection that I said? They don't post that. They don't post about when I was laying curses upon the people that were even burning their own market tied to their name. They don't post about that. They don't paste about how I stood for salvation, for humanity and redemption. They will never paste about that. What are they pasting about? An entity that is already collapsing. It have collapsed. Now, why am I not posting you guys' video? Because you are not relevant. What are you going to say that will make me post your video? I don't even talk about you. So what I'm doing, I'm not doing it for you. You're evil, the person you are fighting for. It will be too small any moment from now to look at my face because what I support. If every one of them in Vatican can be raised, if every one of them in Buckingham Palace can be raised, not to talk about you, a loquacious and ignoramus Kaliwa. At times, I only want to use all this kind of a thing at times to give example, to just encourage some of us. Because most of us tomorrow, we are going to be experiencing what Baba Udu is experiencing right now. Because I'm helping you to build down your immune system. So that when it begins to happen, you know how to follow suit. Very, very necessary and important. So that you don't start losing emotion. Then talking about reaping what you sow, we are talking about a narrative you supported. Is it to save humanity or to destroy humanity? That is to say, these are people that want us to remain in this perpetual bondage. They are sowing. And the time of their reaping will also come. They are sowing, but they don't know that they are sowing. Now, for you to be inappreciative to somebody who has saved lives. I save lives, not only life, lives. You don't talk about it. But anywhere you see that this truth is hitting you people hard, you go and post it on your page so that the same your cohorts, the same people who belong to the same category together, so that they might insult me. Do you know insult will not finish also in your life? If you must criticize a man, first of all, talk about everything that man have done. I'll take you people antecedente penales from day 1 to day 0, up to your first reign, up till now. I have nothing to praise you guys about. Even some of them right now, they are brothers. I was the one that stopped their pace, but nobody talks about it. When we are talking about reaping and sowing, we are talking about you putting a divine seed on the ground. I go to germinate tomorrow. Esos Abba is here. He's a researcher. Esos Abba is here. He's a researcher. Osawege David is here. He's a researcher. I'm on live broadcast, please. I'm on live broadcast. These two men I just mentioned, they are researchers. But I have not seen them face to face. But I have seen what they support. And these two men, they must survive whatever the plans of the enemy is tomorrow. And even you yourself that is watching from background, every one of us must survive it. Now, if you read the book of 2 Corinthians, I have 1 or 2 scriptural verses for you, please. 2 Corinthians 9 verses. It says, remember that the person who planted few seed, we have a small crops. The one who planted many seed, we have a large crops. That's reaping and sowing. Now, in another translation, it said, those that sow sparingly will reap sparingly. It said, the one that sow bountifully will also reap bountifully. That is to say, if you must get reward tomorrow, it depends on how many truths you speak. Now, if tomorrow I'm leaving this place, I'm going somewhere. Do you know each country that I enter, the 4 people that will come and look for me, if the life I've saved? Because our activism is so sophisticated that even he hurt friends, even hurt brothers, who are not in right standing with the truth. He hurt mothers, he hurt fathers, who are not in the right stand with the truth. So the people that will first of all come and embrace is the people our life have affected for good. So we are not here. I'm going to be telling you, I'm going to be reading the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 for you. What God told Jeremiah. Now we are being appointed for this. We are not selected. We are appointed. We are to select people when the time comes. I was never selected. If anybody tell you selected Newton, that person is a joker. I was appointed and ordained from heaven to do this. But there was that connection from different sector of the people God also appointed. Let me slow it down a little. So not when now if you more here reach the land that is coming of the Idu nation that is coming, it depends on how many video, how many messages you send. That's going to also take your score here you are going to spend. A lot of people right now, they want to get everything cheap. They don't want to do anything about the system in Europe. That's why if you check most of our people, they are still tripping for comedy. Do you know LUP, even we are in pains, they are not using it as a greeting, as if that very word have given us a better thing. That's how they celebrate failure. Now the Naira crisis we went through, you have your money in the bank, you cannot collect it. They not use a greeting. They are not using a word somebody just said. LUP 75. They are not using it for greeting. How does that thing what be pushed as at this time? They are not using our suffering to make joke so that everybody will be aware of it. Even children yet unborn. Even when they did not even know what is going to be coming out from the 75. This is where we are today. Nobody's serious. Look at what we are planting. You cannot expect to sow cassava and reap up cocoyam. He said, whatsoever you sow in this life, that will grow. Be reaped. Look at Galatians 6 verse 7. He said, don't be deceived, our God is not mocked. Whatsoever. That is why when people will start reaping pains, when I was sowing distress, I sowed activism, I lost my voice so that I may gain it back. The reason why I have problem with this Christian body that is fake, they make me to know that it is fake. Because all they see, they sow. He said, although weeping may tarry through the night, but the joy of the Lord cometh in the morning. I was doing activism, doing research. They were singing Jesus. But today there are pains. For me to get to this time today, my baby see the white, I'm still very haggard. I sold for it. Your father sold also. That is why he could survive slavery. My great-great-grandfather sold also. That is why he could survive slavery. I could be able to stand here today and insult anybody insultable. He was Spanish government to a bell. You know what I've sold? I've not committed crime. I have to. It's my right. That was why look at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. In Babylon, they were there. But the Yahweh have not been able to sort it out. Maybe Yahweh with her. When King Nebuchadnezzar set up a graven image, and maybe everybody are bowed down. The only 3 people that will remain was only 3. So in life, it's not always multitude. Not be everybody say they're not going to bow down. The rest of them have already bowed down. Baba. But they look at it, no, we can't. And the graven image we are seeing today is false narrative. The graven image we are seeing today is when government begin to bring different kind of bylaw. If you don't do this, you will not do this. They said, sir, we are not careful in this very issue. Even though the Baba God that we saw in the book of Daniel 3, reading from verse 14, that we shall refuse to save us. When they were sowing, it was not easy for them. Fire were set before Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Fire were set. That's why these people shouting. Oh, one lado is get 30s. Shadrach, Meshach, unao even far. All Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they want to throw them for a fire. I'm already securing land already in Dakar, Senegal. Now you know now. Not to say my own evil easy. My own is easy. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, there was a fire before them. Instantly they had to be thrown in it. But they told Nebuchadnezzar, oh, ye king, we are not very careful. Even though the God that we serve refuse to save us. Have it at the back of your mind, will not bow down. Do you know that seed they sow lead also to their transformation? Nobody will already know now. They disobey the king. That is to say, if you must prosper in life, be ready to talk to a king. If you can talk to a king, that is to say, God is taking you somewhere. If you have any reason to say king in our bell, that is to say there is something, there is potentiality in you. There is an IQ you have that make you to see the error that king is doing. Moses confronted the king. What happened? When Moses confronted the king, what happened? Isaiah uncle, not confront king. I don't know why you guys are shivering. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, despite they were locked up inside a palace, their human rights, they see exercise it. That was why I told you before, after Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, those men were the first CEO of civil disobedience in Europe. Mewano, meno. Mo iwa disobey. It's my right to disobey now. Let them bring it on. I'm not afraid. I always drive away and leave my house. A forest imagine. When I'm waiting, I don't fear here. Here, if you're man, I allow you. Why have they not used you since? Have you not been coming in the night? How many times have you succeeded? You know how many armies you have lost. You know how many times you gather yourself to do one launch. That's why for those of you feeling Russia is fighting Ukraine, it is an easy task. It's not easy to go to war. You spend billions of dollars. That's why some countries fight war automatically. They are bankrupt. So also it is in the night. For them to go to one journey, say they want to come and press you, my dear, they spend money. At the time you are not in good relationship with your that's why they will succeed. If you are in good relationship with your one the electrical this thing, you're automatically you are dragging with them. They'll carry injury go house. That is how it has been. So if you must live, you have to sow. It costs much to live. Avoiding friends, mind the food you eat, doing exercise, it's not easy. A lot of people today, they become obesity because they doesn't believe in, doing anything exercise. That's why a lot of people will go to gym and write no pain, no gain. For you to get six-pack, you have to sow. You have to be doing jogging. For you to be in line with your ancestors, my dear, you have to have good heart. So this very era we are right now, this very position you are seeing me today, my dear, I have sold. The seed might have not been much, but I'm telling you today, I have sold. I have sold. Now, let's go to the book of Jeremiah 1 verse 5. Very, very interesting. He said, before I formed you, this was God talking to Jeremiah. This message for every one of us. I'm only using myself as a case study so that we get it very clear. He said, before I formed you in your mother's womb, in the womb, I knew you before you were born. I set you apart. Listen, he said, I set you apart. This was an era where Jeremiah would try to belittle himself. He called himself a small boy. Then God called Jeremiah. The same thing God also called Joshua. He said, Joshua, if I don't warn you, don't be afraid nor dismayed. I've told you now. I'm going to do it for you. But our case is not like that. Our case is that we've already know how this whole thing is going to end. But we thank God that God have also set people aside that will always refill us, even though when we are growing weary. But we have one simple confidence. If they say God is same yesterday, He delivered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego because of the disobedience they sowed. He gave them promotion in Babylon. That's what make Nebuchadnezzar said in the book of Daniel 3 verse 29 and 30. He said, everyone that will ever insult the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he said, he's going to tear them apart. They so disobedient. At times, you need to take disobedience as a seed. You need to take it as a seed. Now, when the book of Jeremiah, when the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19, he said, if you are willing and obedient, it's not everything you obey. Have it at the back of your mind, though. Don't say it was Newton that say, quote it, too. Moving with the word of God or it's dangerous, he say. Don't say because God said, God resisted the proud and give more grace to the humble, you go and humble to Satan. To follow God's word or difficult, he said, that's why today, most of us we follow and we not gain anything inside. Because the sense of humor is not there. The difference between simplicity and stupidity. A lot of people feel they are simple. Those days. Our father used to use those condoms. At the time, the people you are supposed to be going out with academically is not who you are going with. Your father will call you those days. Get the different stupidity and simplicity. If don't say na me tell you, and they use here draw here now. Don't say you say you should be humble. If you are willing and obedient, you shall not be everything. Me, myself, I am the CEO of civil disobedient. It's not everything I obey. I obey what comes from the God of my ancestors. And what is right standing with the constitution, real constitution. If I don't say we are to be having constitution, for example, or me what me here in Agbe, no state will ever support such a thing that you bogus on certain group of people and we have aliens who support them in social media. No constitution will support that. Even Iran and Iraq, such constitution is not there. The only thing you see is Sharia law. It's their custom. No country today will just say now everybody's going to be doing transgender. No country will say if you like, go and do. If you watch it today right now, they are cleaning away everywhere. In America, so many states are abolishing it already. 30-something states in Africa have said no to this nonsense. So no constitution will ever permit that you will do something and you will be boggled. Or me will be dying. No constitution. It's Sasa constitution. That's why we condemn it. But as many that is supporting that, it should be existing. Under 99 constitution of Nigeria, that person, he might date rank and can or bugbe where you may, but he must do as bugbe. He added the to just on as bugbe. That is, dog will devour you. You can't get to that place. Look at what people want us to support. They don't know that they are sowing. Look at what God told Jeremiah. Now Jeremiah felt he was a little boy, but there was something unique about Jeremiah. God told Jeremiah, he said, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you before you were born. I set you apart. I anointed you as a prophet to the nation. Now, if I'm going to be putting myself here, before I were born, God knows that I'm going to collapse your empire. He knows. He knows. What you see me do today does not just come like that. I was not selected. Nobody selected me. Even this man, this useless idiot, any company of America, I choose myself to follow him. He did call me. Now me by myself every time WhatsApp. The first audio I made was to correct so many shenanigans. That was what bring me to a limelight. Then he gave me a call. He told the admin then in Spain. Say, who is this very person? When the admin called me, confirmed that he was not about Spain, called me. He said, me, who is this? Now can say see why? Because say now you see where from the call. He said, this man, me I don't mention that useless man name here. He said, but now say I know I rejected it. The person we were together that very day when he called me, see a living weakness. All night that Babruko, I will call the person. I rejected the call. Now say I don't need that. You can't say now people like you, now this man just they need to, or don't know what making it. What was I correcting? I found out that there was a little boy, this old boy, VB idiot now, was on leeching on this very man. And none of the admin talked about it. We have hundreds of people in the platform. All they do is to fight themselves. Make me an admin and I humiliate the next person. But when I came, I found out that there was a problem I need to solve. I made up an audio there. Countering what this guy said. Instead of you guys fighting yourself, I'll be there for here right now for almost 24 hours. You guys are not helping this man. What are you doing this thing for? That was what made him to call me for recognition. I was appointed by God to do this. But you have to start from somewhere. At the end of the day, what happened? Automatically, I was made admin. Under 1 week again, double promotion. Be my PRO. And I does everything the way it ought to be. Not knowing that God put me around him, I was having a different mission. But to support also his struggle. Because I was appointed by God. Just the same way God told Jeremiah. He said, I set you apart. And I have anointed you. And I appointed you to be what? A prophet unto the generation. Unto a nation. Then I was using my enthusiasm. Then pride now came upon him. He became very untalked to. Anytime he does it, he loves people when he just raise up gun like this. Or what there was a lady that time. Yeah, there money if you are getting your name. Or what shoot. So then you guys cannot continue like this. Or I want her. You come to town and say no. Being that I've been called by God, I have to obey my calling. I have to obey my calling. But today, check what I stand for. Everything I stand for, it stands for the opposite. Everything I stand for. What I know that it will kill a full generation. While you have yourself, all you have fed you with, it was support. Go and look at it today. Even the man, the rumor going here and there allegedly that is dead. He is the man that is still supporting. That is his spirit. Or we at your bonus in here. That is what that useless man know how to do. He can even start changing most of your hairs. Most of you now, you can change your hairs to go to the same direction with him. He can do it. He go ni logo enaze. O sekani, I will not do that. Now, God make it clear to Jeremiah because there were a lot of things that Jeremiah never knew that it was happening. That's why when I'm reading some stories in this very Bible, not about the blood aspect of it, on how a lot of person was able to know who they are. And know that look at what Gideon did. In the book of Judges chapter 6, an angel appeared to Gideon. He said, mighty man of valor. Gideon did not look at him. Who is this angel talking to? You know, I tell somebody will blow whistle. Maybe you never even pay your house rent test. Somebody will say, please, oh, your Ferrari that you parked there, go and remove it. And only you want there, the person, you will be wondering. Meme come out with Ferrari. Who this matter? The person will come again. Are you not the one that owns the Ferrari? You come tell you say, you have a spiritual Ferrari. Don't you know that time to come? You will buy Ferrari. Look at Ferrari, I'm seeing it, you are not seeing it. That was how the angel of the Lord told Gideon. He said, mighty man of valor. Gideon said, me mighty man of valor. You call me a mighty man of valor? I'm even in the mountain right now, gathering the crops are harvested. Before the Midianite go also come kill us here. My father is in Manasseh, suffering. I am the least in my father's house. You know, say I not to get muscle. I not put earring for year. You they call me farmer. I not play that out. I not they go UK. Then Gideon look at it. He say, okay, show me a son. If I'm if you are really sent by God, I'm mighty man of valor. Do you know what God used Gideon to do? After Gideon have went through the process of time, God told the Gideon that he said, every of the Midianite, 100 men, you will fight all of them as if you are fighting one man. He said, you will fight all of them. If the story of Gideon were not written down, how will I energize myself? That's why they brought up Bible. Instead of you to read some part of it that will energize you and fix up your society, you went to go and pick the laziest part of it. I don't know when I begin to. I don't even need the blood. Let even assume the blood, the function. You go the blood in it. I want the catapult that David used in the book of 1 Samuel 17 verse 50. That's what I need. I don't want to do. No. Don't call me. If fight not strong, or at him with phone. He can wait at your bone. Oh man, I will be at him. See what's happening to Donald Trump right now. I know he love her, they have lost it already. Oh, Donald Trump, what he said it 2 weeks ago that he's going to be arrested. He know what was coming. You know what is coming. So the tougher the problem becomes. That's why if some not there, he go not they happy. Eho mana o ne stomaro. Where leke and he do. Ave lekuhu. Ava sese. Ava yame ne ya fa pepeye. The storm way go they make them go they had now there he go they shook at put. He go make them balance. Me aro kelly no where the storm is. The storm in my over. Bring it on. Gadoy. The tighter the battle. We get a victory where we are without. That's why we want you only been above with so that when we are reaping, we'll reap buffed. Definitely don't have renaissance. Hey, man. Imagine save up. The harder the battle, the bigger the promised land. We are no longer fighting for only a dossier right now. A do nation must be declared. That's what we are telling God now. It's a do nation. It will not be United States of a do nation. Just say where America is. That's what you're going to be saying. So these activities not only made to just make you feel merriment for one day. We are building up generations to come. So that the time we also come, history will remember. As we also go to remember Jephthah as we speak. Jephthah, it was the son of a harlot in the book of Judges chapter 11. The Gileadite. They called Jephthah and said, you have no inheritance here. Go. You are mweko weko iri. And iri mama we oti mama we mwego we yiwo. Iju e o wigbe aganamyo. Jephthah left. What God has said about you, enu wegwe ita matters a lot. Eva gwe ita. Irokpa logoma. That's why at the time you are doing what you discussed before coming to this world. God told Jeremiah chapter 1, he said, Jeremiah, I know you from your mother's womb, and I've set you apart to become a prophet unto the nation. That is where you're supposed to be. Osalobama, anybody those who are, is at the process of time. In where you wait time and to fear worry. Either when they give birth to you, they put you in a basket. One old woman, no worry, because your mother and your father were not careful enough. He came and he breathed a different life unto you and take away your real destiny. That's why today you can speak it on that. You feel it's rosy. But now that from work cannot fly private jets. But at the time what that work bang when don't be 2-bedroom flat, you feel you have arrived. But your original life that was supposed to be on a house way. Or man not even yekegbe or one no non stay, you will stay you don't know that there's something wrong. On an we go you water. Most of us today the life we are living, no fulfill only 15%. My dear, the remaining 85% by force by fire, we must call it forth. That one will not come, it's going to come under a donation. I'm telling you today. This very topic I'm included. Let not sugarcoat anything. Because I begin as immediate benon wine. Nido yagbe o mawa we agboni magenari ekenoji. O nine magwe himata. If not gwe taro by law. Mama gwe himata wait time to come. Okay, if you do ya wa hiho. Why what tell me? Level assume mistakenly. I want to hear about finish a generation way. I have when I you war yayo. Work a little when I few penny. Avec Brassa. I think in 2018, I'll be 17, no 18. I talk about traditional discipline. I can still get the video. I talked about traditional discipline whereby people will do something who will fear to show the next person example. Do you know what people would be? They want to make sure they eradicate your generation because they are wicked. That was why people like us, we now say, no, this error must have to be corrected. Let them keep on doing their shenanigans. But when you have a way, both we are away. Let the Tiger and Lion, let them come to Europe. They can't come right now. Is he not one of them of the term God is going to use the people they never expected to fight them. Omega no say hands up. I've done my own. I've set the blueprint. People continue from there. Most of them more rugged than me. What the person we can't real or they do boggle we do go asan you no commit. What are we talking about here? Reaping and sowing. So even where you waiter, that thing will never speaks. It's on certain environment. Jephthah speaks because he left his father's house. There are most of you are talking about, I want to become a prime minister. There no wilderness, no inheritance. Does not just mean to be very rosy for you. You may pass through land to Europe to make sure that you want to come and achieve it. That's why most of us come, because you look at it and know, I'm too big at 30. No, we need to do it so far. The error in the family, the suffering in the family, you said we were there where you are going to make sure your mother, you know what, enjoy. You will tend to come and do another thing and, try to fix it by yourself. And I haven't realized that, no, you are not even using the right method to eradicate problem from your family. That's why today, because you never use the right method. And some of those things that make you not to use the right method is your societal problem. Majority of our life, in a way, now all day your day is like a pendulum, now 1,000 euro now before you know send the is because of they make the society to be toxic. For being that the whole part of they know what every Edolat would have become abroad, or people from Idu Godomingo land. That was why they weaponized the system. Even you will even buy land, they will collect it. I mean, no man sunuda. Waone sunuda, where you have to go and align with Tiger and Lion. When I want a vampire, I don't bokan water. Oh, one nana yeba. Once someone was seeing you turning, oh we wamari monato, they will run. But unane backbone, they will collect the land. Are we supposed to be going through all that? Do you mean we do to army away? And this was the notion they gave to you that what they were able to bow. This was the notion they gave to us. The only thing that we have is that no, just come to Europe, make your life, settle down. That's all. There are most of you that are supposed to be on a mission. There are most of you that is holding on to a career today. You are supposed to have a mission. Then automatically, when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. That is to say today, most of us, we have abused our life because we are not using it in the right proportion. Imagine a voice in Salobo Arieme. A voice in Udazirieme, Naya Dolagmonji, Naya Korunyenoma. Idoya Aptebonemo. That's a misplaced priority. This is what most of us are doing today. You see some person, that man, they all need calling. That is not his calling. He's supposed to use that same wisdom or claim any to do the similar thing I'm doing. And most of them is going to do this in the wheelchair. You will do it in the wheelchair. You will do it with your right breath. After one kidney has been affected. That's why I'm doing my own right now. That's why my nervous system is still okay with me. In my way video for the receipt, there was a day I did 2 times video. I can bet it with 10 video over there. You did the same moment to even 1 man. Because I'm appointed to do this. Where me pass so not force me I pass so any small thing on your man one. Have you ever seen me drink water or use a one runa dime? Uru edian go. If God called you into something, He give you the energy that you need. He give you the strength that you need. You begin to set aside the kind of friends. Most of my childhood friends, I'm still going to be losing more this year. We are not to enter the promised land together. The people that Joshua started with, it was only Joshua and his friends that saw the promised land. The remaining Israelites, they died. They died though. So don't feel. That's why I was telling my brother and brothers.
Don't say you are an IPOB member, you are not using your sense. It's compulsory. No. There's one thing God giving you the key to open the door. Another thing, you've been able to put it where and turn it. I know that there exists out there that now what God cannot do does not exist. Millions of things that God can never do. Because He has given you power and the energy to do it. If you refuse to do, okay, right now, we are not preaching about Gideon. I'm not making example with different things. How will I be able to win your heart? That's why if you look at the book of Jeremiah 3 verse 15, He said, I will give you a pastor that will feed you with knowledge and understanding according to my heart. He said, I'm going to give you a pastor according to my heart. A pastor also means shepherd, also one. No here it is like promised land in it. With truth and understanding. That's what He said. So if I have been appointed, because Jeremiah was just trying to, act as a kid, God woke him up. The same way God woke me up. Newton, you are more than this. Don't be talking about politics all the time. I'm not born to talk. I'm too big to talk about politics all the time. Let them go and clone him and bring him. When you clone any amore. But my stand, it cannot rule Nigeria. One of the above install or when a man run, because anytime he lose, he never want to lose and concede. He will want to help that very useless thing, we need to see how it works. That's why I bring a guy from Ghana that that guy is saying that Tinubu will come and adopt him. Oh man, who no adopt one? No, who not ready. Now, if I'm supporting anything, I check it first. Supporting me, before you support anything opposite new thing, why would you have? Why we are born now? Why they consult? I just prefer you consider. Look at this. Where he was having third experience. This offense for now. What be here? What boom? What UK? No advertise them all. Today I'm not. You no longer talking about it. I told them, please don't be an opposition to me. While I lose, all of them pasted bad picture. Because they know. Do you know how many conveniences I received from this alien? When they see that I support anything, they'll start regrouping themselves. It was only even through this Obaseki whatever that it was this me and this boy in UK, in the whole Europe, which I saw. I didn't saw other video anyway. I know there are some other people. I meet people in media who lead chest it out as they cannot degbe, we not degbe. The rest of them, they can't. They gang up in an hour, but at the end of the day, what happens? I defeated them. With your support, we defeated them. That's why anything I'm doing, I first of all verify it. I don't use because I hate you. Me, I go the opposite. I won't do that. I won't do that. I'm not even interested whether I don't even believe you they are alive. But all of them, what they always do, being that they support them. I know right now that the news they come out, they'll tell me the amen. If we are more, but they call each other. With mommy no some Donald Trump. Yeah, one was saying, and I go pay $130,000. One a girl no gulele we me love it 2006. 2016 on that girl one on $130,000. Obi ara no we worry if we am with many. I might to competition with you. Why you always putting me in? Once a law, no green pass, no life. Heroic Kenny and see one. No green pass, no life. No green pass. Heroic iate for men. But my God, which I serve, removed everything. It's all about salvation for humanity and redemption. Or man can't wear. So stop putting competition in within. Who does it my yoke where the makom yoto? If there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. All our fight is verifiable. It may delay. That was why they came and meet Abacom. Abacom. What's you know now? Now you bomb me, will bomb me in your Abacom okay, that division make it play on the ground. He says, so that whosoever that read it, we don't with it. Habakkuk 2 verse 2. He said, although the vision, if for an appointed time, but all ye bell, but I can't be or when no mood you wait for it. If no does it game, man. It must come to pass. But it's not going to come in a way and manner you're expecting it. It's not going to come like that. That's why I told you we are fighting an invisible war. About weapon war magag binana ule women on now I feel me you are one on earlier I feel now one. That was why I told you disobey. At time, do you know why don't let your neighbor know this? No. It's a very good answer. Do you know at times I want to know 20 questions who want mark a negative or true? But instead of people to concentrate on that question and know the question, digest it, or we know we can mark a negative in a sense, never mark a positive. No. If none of you here you are negative, all the be here. Here they go to choose the question. Or do I mark a positive? Can you be HIV positive? At time negative is good for you. At time negative is what is going to make you to see the next level. At time negative is going to make a lot of friends to go out of your life. I pray that every negative thing in your life, no, we will let it become negative. Oh, no, I don't want anything negative. Do you want HIV positive? Do you want Pfizer positive? I can say it. No is a very good answer. 100% good. So said it. That was why I said no. It was no. I said no to lockdown. That's negative. Green passive. In a way, no. In a way, no. Or me warming. In a way, no. So we are yari kolomik binima. A column in the answer, the question paper I was giving. I will show you my answer sheet. Everything is no. I never supported anyone. Why some people choose to put some yes? No, I don't want to do what Baba Odu is saying. Hey, Baba Odu, don't fail. Oh. Hey, Baba Odu. Hey, am I the path? Or what be negative? No, what be negative. Or maybe positive. How will your enemy set up an answer? Set up a question for you. Then you want to start saying yes. Or be warming yes. Lockdown, yes. Uhun, yes. Green pass, yes. Nenemi PCR, yes. Certificate of traveling, yes. My dear, argument is not true, negative. To their passage. Who doesn't even win you winning? Gele, oh, mata, gele, no, gele. Eri mari du kom yo tone vagbon na o. Gele, oh, mata, gele, no, gele. Ugboro me win yo winning. Gele, oh, mata, gele, no, gele. Ekwi moda si me ya win yo ya win ne gele emata gele no o gele o. So you have to be very, very careful. That's why they say if you are dealing with the devil, you have to eat with the devil a long spoon. But if condition make you to eat with the devil, be very, very careful. Even with that long spoon, it can still do you something. Be very vigilant. Be very, very vigilant. That's very, very important. We don't want this video to be that much. We don't want it to be that much. If you look at the book of, we're talking about appointment. I appointed some people, I also called some people. Now, if you look at the book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11, he said, another he gave some pastors, some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and some teachers. Now, all for the edification of the body of the saints. You yourself that also believe what we are saying. There is a way God also called you. But he gave each and every one of us different assignments. Depends on our potentiality of what we can want. Maybe most of you right now, you cannot cut off from your parents for 1 year without hearing from them because of the struggle you are in. Most of you. Most of you right now, you cannot civilly disobey your elder brother at a time. When he telling you where you are mobile me or you comment in it, where brother lao. For the now, brother, what is 6 months in minute? Yeah, we not for the man. Most of you cannot do it. You can't do it because you are so much emotionally endowed. You believe where obiye ma o kenu se o ni hallelujah se o obiye beganeze o mami o ko to na me. But we are ready to move on. Even when children said you no and God have said yes, we'll tell the children you wait here, look at your money, look at everything. I'll see you later today. We have a mission to fulfill. Yes. The fight of Moses. Moses was the one that brought up Joshua. Moses or trained Joshua. So what you are learning from here tomorrow will also help you. So I'm to tell you this. If I cannot tell you, we're going to tell you. You followed your pastor several times. You didn't hear such message. They were preparing to go to heaven. They were preparing you ahead of heaven. But when the time to read Revelation 13, 16, and 17 and comes, with the beast system, they forget about it. The part that also talk about the hailstorm, no what 16, Revelation 16 and 21. They don't read it. Go and look at hailstorms everywhere. Raining. It's a very big pity. It's a very big pity. But let's go there still. Let us go there still. If you look at the book of Jeremiah, I think we have read Jeremiah to you already. Now, the book of 1 Corinthians 12 verse 4, he said there are different gifts, but the same spirit. The most important thing, you may be having different kind of things you are doing, but we belong to one ancestors. The ancestors of the queen mothers, the ancestors of the mother goddess, you belong to the same ancestor, but different commitment. That's why Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11, he says some are made pastor, some are made prophet. Pastor cannot do the work of a prophet. Prophet, he prophesies to pastor and tell pastor, I want to prophesy into your life today. I see you going far, but avoid going out with fair women. Only what will make your ministry not to succeed. You are prophesying. Why evangelists will support the pastor to go and win more souls? Why the teacher will break down the word of God to you into similar terms, how you are going to apply it. But it's all one God. So there are different gifts. There are most of you right now, the comment you can write under 2 minutes. 1 hour saying, the comment we have type under 2 minutes. In 1 hour, I swear. I swear, in this whole thing. But where can tell me under 1 minute, but in all, we are not supposed to use all this gifting to fight ourselves, rather than let's use it together to achieve a goal. That's why anytime you see that they are trying to give us a bad name, what you now do, you also write comment to correct whatever. Why is it that you guys are only talking about how this man single-handedly fought? In Edo State, it's only the man that fought against Olode. You write it for them there. That's what you are called to do. To smoothen a lot of people's narrative. At the time you allow them to post on certain video, a lot of people are just coming. Only your comment can cancel the negative narrative they sold into thousands of people's head. Only that your comment you will wrote. Why is it that I've never seen how wicked you people are? You guys have never one day, you talk about the insult he gave to you. Why is he insulting you? Look at what this man have done. Only him talk about when market born in Benin. Only him talk about when courtists are killing themselves. Must you always pay this guy picture? Only when he's talking, okay, what is the offense of the same one idiot? You can write them. You can reply them automatically. The people that were supposed to be going on grumbling, they will not say, he may not be in one of the man. Okay, God, not no respect. Okay, automatically. Anytime they bring it on again, he will now also be the one. That's why we do our preaching. That's why this activism is important. God does not want us to stay inside the house and you just get the freedom for your time. No, everyone must have to labor. He said, whatsoever you sow, you want to reap. No bene woro or yene woro. For you to be worolized, you must have sowed in tears so that you will reap in pains. Look at the book of Matthew. Chapter 5, verse 7. He said, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Are you merciful in your thoughts? Are you merciful in your thinking? Have you ever one day begin to see, oh, this man that is putting himself online, what can I be able to do at least to also encourage this man physically? I know God called him. He might need transportation. He might also want to change his car. Yeah, I am. I'm riding the Ferrari. He showed me his car the other day. You are sowing in different forms. I told you yesterday, I'm only the man on media who praise other people. Where I stand and give out messages, they can never. Where I stand and give out messages, they can never. But anytime I praise them, they assume they are the boss. They deserve it. They don't reciprocate it. It's sleeping there. But one thing they don't know, I've been appointed to encourage them. Because in the spiritual realm, I am modern. Somebody that's giving you something, the hand is always on top. Let me practicalize it here. If you raise your hand like this, I'm to give you something and put something inside this hand, I have to make the other one more higher. I cannot be giving you from behind. How is that possible? If I praise you, and all the time you take it as if I'm nobody, it shows that I'm more than you in the spirit realm. Yes. Blessed is the hand that giveth and the one that receiveth. Don't start praising me from today, you will have problem. Don't watch this video and start praising me. Stay on your lane. What I have can take me throughout this very journey. The enthusiasm I've already gotten. It's going to take me throughout the journey. I will not disappoint. It is very strong. Una the Kano told his follower many years ago. He said they would be the one to disappoint him. That was why the hero said they sold him out. Look at what's happening today. The good part of the Biafra struggle, they are declaring sit at home in Lagos. So that to curtail this very burning of their properties and market and all of that, at least let's sanction them. Let's civilly disobey these people and calm down this tension. Do you know, the useless DOS, they went and stand countering what the good Biafrans are doing. Now, okay, while you guys also, the useless DOS of RPOB, brought out a measure on how you can protect your brothers in Lagos. They don't have a measure. Sit at home in the East, they don't support it. Now, sit at home also in Lagos, they don't support it. And the same God told the children of Israel to sit at home. He said, mark your doorstep with the blood. It's in Deuteronomy. It's in Deuteronomy. He told them to sit at home. Right now, their brother is telling them, sit at home. Okay, what will people ever do that the DOS will like? You think DOS is the one giving you? They are sowing a seed. Their seed have started germinating. Where me when the DOS members are here, anyone that is opposite our fight, particularly when that fight is the right standing with God, they will not survive it. I'm seeing 100% in spirit today with the Biafra liberations. They may not be having the kind of mind I have. We are sent to give them encouragement and even pay their bills. You go now. In the spirit realm, we are to watch over them. That's why I do what I do. Oh, I know I answer me under normal condition error, but the spirit make me to live that kind of spirit. Me why he send we me beki. You not the calculative no ma mo why me ma when agba governor can have it now. That is me for you. But in this very struggle, we are. I don't have a personal decisions. You may still insult me today, tomorrow I will still pray for you. You may fail to acknowledge me today. If you still have problem next time, I will still support you. So far, I support the truth. So far, there is truth in what you are saying. That's what importance. That's why in this very aspect of it, we don't have permanent friend, we don't have permanent enemy. The only permanent enemy we have today are the people that keep on doing one thing and they are expecting a different result. You keep on fighting us. You are not telling people area where we have saved your brothers, how many tens of thousands, Edo brothers and sisters, people from Edo State where we are saved from this deadly attack by a weapon we faced abroad. Now you are not posting the video I used in doing protests in Roman Parliament 2017 when my flight, I was to leave Barajas in Madrid, almost get crashed. I've already wrapped my wheel in right here. You don't talk about that. Then anytime I talked about your shenanigans, that video is what you post. Your days are numbered. If you more criticize me, first of all say the area I've done well. That when you go scot-free. You are also in a very bad seed and your children will repeat. How will my ass so? Anyway, you know, my God has not started dealing with you people. The leaders who are now. The leaders who want work now, all the con one now. I will see where you are running to. I'm not afraid of your criticism, don't move me. But I'm using it for teaching. So that most of our people, you are going to be encountering such a thing tomorrow. So that learn from me. There was a lot of things Joshua learned from Moses. He learned it from him. How to exercise patience when people are misbehaving. When they left Egypt, Joshua were very small. Moses. Daddy. He was learning. He was learning. A lot of people felt when I was disease idiot in America, he was the one teaching me. They thought he was the one teaching me. They never know that I brought in different anointing. As it is written. I don't know the stuff we were made for. But I know at the time it was God that called him. But he sold up his conscience. This was a man, according to the story. He died allegedly. It was his grandmother, or whether his grandpapa, now can wake him up. His grandmama now give him breast. Supporting the same people God has sent him to come and tell them, stop using my people as you like. So the end shall tell. We are doing our teaching from here. Now that book of 1 Corinthians 12 verse 28, he said, and in the church, God has appointed first of all apostles, second prophets, third teachers, then workers of miracles, and those with gift of healing, helping administration, and various tongues. So there is hierarchy in this whole thing. There are people that will call me today. I'm going to say, don't on one. Because of who they are. The same way you respect me, I say, Baba Udu. Irimi, I even saw calling me, don't on one, I talk with you. As you are doing this for me, I also have people I'm doing this for. Even people I'm also doing it for, they also have God who they are doing it for. Because what I carry is not what they carry. I may be here right now, you call it Baba Udu, video ni, I don't really get signal. If no, you will film video, I'm in Runaz again. I have to obey. That's it. So everything is on a hierarchy. Don't the same way you see Navy, you see Air Force, in military, you see Army, you see honorary sheriff, you see honorary local police. Also, it is in the things of the spirit. That's why I told you before now. Where leke they wash in cloth, dove, not fit no. So it all depends. Most of us today, we become a misplaced priority. We don't know ourselves. There are people today, women, they are kind of spirits. Because they did not recognize where they are from. And most of the men, they now adulterate their spirit. Now, let me quickly tell you John before I close. If you lose God as far as life is concerned, they will invoke your spirit. In invoke you, or my yafi. Why you be just be here who are wretched? Most of you today, the life you are living, somebody have collected it, is using it somewhere. Now, Edo Bitampa, Edo se manika do sefire, Yak Bitampa, or where are Boyude, a hieru bofema. Your good behavior, there are a lot of things you do where they go and water. It's not there with you. It's very far. Also, me and Hawa make a protection. It don't protect you. You are supposed to be hardened as a shit to you. Iran wa de bana. Who was surprising Iran wa ya liva? Oh, shawa simimi. Maybe when you now go home. Iwa avwe na. Iba really run away and your boy. You give no ya la me ho he. Mami mi o me wa la hin. Your mouth say e you wa mudiano. E you maze. Hey, era me nene mi gbinu gun ge bi e. O me so ere wa ya sunu na. All of them will sound marvel. That's how it happens. But when you have over offended your spirit being, it's far from here. Just like that. Also, some people, after they have labored in so many struggles, they'll come use one thing to spoil their life. They have labored, you can't do what go spoil them. Or his follower will start be the one swearing for him. His own spirit go the verse for him. Before you know, he start dying gradually. That's why it is not everybody that labor, that sow, that reap. For you to also reap, you have to guide what your seed with all diligence. In the book of Matthew 13, he says, "So I went to the field to go and sow seed. The enemy came and also set tares along the way." Now, after some time, when they went to farm, the servant went and met the master. He said, "Master, was it not good seed we planted? How come about the tares among the wheat?" Do you know what the master said? He said, "The enemy might have done this." Because the master knows that he's very careful in sowing seed. If I'm going to be getting reproof right now, maybe I'm in a dream, I'm seeing different kind of pictures. They may be bringing result shit after we examine. Then you want me to accept it in Megbeni? No, you want to come and give me yes. Because you are giving other people yes. Anyway, no yet because they are your members. Waiting I sow, God, let me repeat. The people fighting on what they have sown, God, let them also repeat in millionfolds. What I have sown, let me repeat in millionfolds. If this one is their prayers, my dear, I will celebrate their birthday. If this one is their prayers, I will celebrate their birthday. But they will never pray this kind of prayers. Even when we are telling them they are going to reap what they have sown, they are still annoyed. Why are they annoyed? Why not give us a format on how we are supposed to mention your name? They will never give us a format. Oh, this is a critical life of every man that you are seeing today. A clear picture. So that was why King Solomon says, say, guard your heart in the book of Proverbs 4 verse 23. With all diligence. Whatever it is, what he need. What he needs is different from what you have in your head. Most of the things you have in your head that makes you okay, he does not need it. He don't need it. You have to go and search out. With all good conscience, search it out. If you can be able to fit up your spirit being, then wherever you go, goodness and mercy, what will make goodness and mercy to follow you? It is when he is walking side by side with you. Not even your back right now. Oh, man, side by side. Kif. He's with you always. Anytime they want to fight you, He stands and defends you. That's why you see some people say, he survived the accident. Say, if you see the way motor can't take the somersault, he come out alive. They're going to look and say, are you sure it's you? They're going to show you the motor. Look at the motor scatter. My dear, his spirit being was right within him. Because you have not adulterated it. But at the time you careless with it, they'll go and use it. Have a artist in, have a Nollywood now. Do you know how many of our guest life they have collected? A guest in Nigeria on massive 5. You just see figure, you see everything. They don't use them. Have you not heard about some Yahoo boy go deal with girl? Or we are low in? You think say na lie? Now the girl he they carry. The girl misuse them. Or gwaligo. So life does not what you are changing. If you are his no start, none of you hustling building a house. You are going to also use sell that house to sell it, to smoke it. No need. What is the need of you planning? Then you are planning. Most women today that drag husband, they can. There never a time he can pray for his husband, rather than he gave his husband problem. What did King Solomon say? He said it's better to be in the forest than to be with a nagging woman in the house. Or where he or where we run no man. That is to say, no matter the situation your wife is, he always remember you in prayers. Or where he man. That is to say, women that both of you are compatible. Or ma me wait or what tire because you fall in the category of man the woman want to marry. You fall in the category of man that there are some women today. There are some women that will divorce their husband. All of you. Why there are some women? The more you do whatever thing you are doing, the more he loves you. Because but at the time you get married to a woman who are not going to that, I told you during bed, you not agree to sleep with her. You and your brother can come from the same womb, but you doesn't have the same spirit. You doesn't have the same mission. That's why they're always afraid. They're always very afraid. Know that you are not. But there are some. Oh, okay. We know. Harsh word. There are ways we present this thing. Don't what you are saying, carry on. Cannot dig we not dig. What you did and say will be this. Why some person don't just want you to 95% of they don't. Some pastors that do pray, every demon go. Let's assume that demon is a person. They know that demon is from one. That pastor will never ban. His wife not go say, amen. Let's assume he's a physical. We can even present it physical. Say, okay, now, no longer body demon. You don't know. This is the demon that is worrying you, worrying this person you are praying for. Maybe one a nogi show up. And he knows that a nogi get gone. That pastor will never pray. But because they are fighting an invisible fight, every demon, they are very happy because the person cannot see them. I command you right now. Pack your load and go. Let even assume our me physically. Or I nogi one wicked nogi or talks. Or one of Taga and Lion. That pastor can band with my dear, there are ways we can settle this thing. And let's close up this prayer, then see me in my office. But because imagine you are preaching the gospel, what offend anybody? Everything is in the spirit. What was the Bible supposed to be made for? Figure them out. Tell them to their face. Tomorrow they will tell you, in every family there is a Moses. But Moses went to go and meet Pharaoh face to face. Oh, Saloba, what gear? Who does it gear? Yahame Pharaoh. Tell him to let my people go. It's in Exodus 3, read it from verse 9. He said, Moses, I have heard the cry of my people. How the Israelites, how the Egyptian is oppressing the Israelites. I'm saying you to go and meet Pharaoh. Tell him to let my people go. He went and meet him. He was not spiritual. How can all your ministry, 20 years in your useless ministry, when I confront them there physically? But every day that they will do confrontation, they know say, now then we they talk to. Because I believe that when struggle end, you become an achiever, not a question mark. When struggle end, you start living in grace. And when grace work for you, you eat what you don't labor for. Our own is not excitement. Our own is physical. The same time spiritual. We will talk to you, finish the battle is of the Lord. I will fight your fight, you will hold your peace, man. I know I have a fight. Bring out your fight. Don't be fighting demon you does not know. What a devil with your bastard in what way? Who is the devil? Who is the devil using? The devil that fall from up, as we are told that they are deported, they have agent. On even Wune, for example, they have agent today. The people that started this very narrative of me, their father is no longer alive. They live down a manuscript. They live down children that are going to continue their evil act. Be that we are here, and they also saw part of our fathers. If they can still claim today that they are the ones that saw slavery, and when you are here, you don't have any reason for you to shout. Now they are immoral. And what for? Say boy, Azu will go. Yeah, when you pray, I will talk to you. What Zaga? Bring it on. Bring it on. Now, John, with the bring it on, more enter treat. What you get, carry enter treat. Make una bring it on. Why you not gaga ve doste maybe ya gaga ve webo vedian. Ina ve beret even fly cap. Bring it on. You bring it on. More enter treat. We have a fly beret, even fly around, sir. What have a well, let's say, Mammy, we are wrong. It come, Mr. David or some again when on whom. So that even where Mammy Kume can also run. Useless set of alien. Even now, physical, all of them they are hiding. 20 years in church, women again. You go to everywhere they spell. Now, who has who in ministry help? Una the Kanu is in jail today. The effectiveness of what Una the Kanu did for years. The effectiveness of the gospel you, sanctification and holiness. It gets a deeper life here for your boss in your destiny. Because you're a man of the it gets a deeper life in your get now with one reentrances. Easy go wage himself. Some girls that they go where till your destiny over you have a bogey. He go seek more power. He go meet marine. See what thing they do, make them for not collect my destiny. Why we when it can't be. But it gets a deep life for you. Phenomenal be na me. You have your destiny. Carry redeem me here. It gets now we collect a destiny. They are Christian, body of Christ. You figure your ya send tough yam. I'm not going to be talking about Europe here because I'm at the kind Europe. I will marry Europe or talk by what here. But what guy young way me? What guy young way in a year? Then that will be that will also help us. I will keep banana your toy. Well, why? Eh, nana, nana. Oh, banana. When I'm not keep banana your turn. Not care what care na wale. Look at the tap here. They open and down, come out. Now down where they push. As some parts, okay, it don't off. Ni mena the buck and banana you're not just saying. It not supposed to flourish like this. I've been watching it there since. Thank God I've touched it right now. And they come put something and leave, and maybe the person drink water. You see? So as a good whatever, I'm living here, whatever that will make here work, we have to do it. Me, I will not see it and pass. So that's how we do it here. But we have a lot of people today, no sooner we are Makaya. So you know what? Anywhere we are, he said, wherever the sole of your feet are tread upon, shall possess your possession. Let's also join them to feast up their society also. Whatever thing we can do, let us also do it. Very, very necessary and important. So good everyone, and God bless you all. Let's be ending this very video here. Let us be ending this very video here, please. God Almighty bless you honestly. Evaluator, this part 1, this part 2. We may be coming out with part 3. Please, whatever you can do to hold your spirit, hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Please, hold it too. That's why this very period of time, mind the kind of people you fight. A lot of people, they are dead among the living. If you are a woman, stop fighting your boyfriend. If you are a boyfriend, stop fighting your woman, please. Woman, the way people are slumping and falling. Although woman, they are going to charge you for murder case. In an autopsy. Normally, if I autopsy, I work at home and I say, well, I push a kekan. Nowadays, they are not going to do autopsy for that. So I'm advising our people, we have come a very long way. So let's be very, very careful. Let's not try to raise our hand on people. Just express your grievance, even when it's the person trying to hold you. Your boy, you ain't worry. We have come a long way, please. Let's do that for ourselves because of what is coming, please. Let's do that for ourselves because of what is coming. And then learn to be a good citizen wherever we are. So, what you sow, what you reap. If you sow good seed in your society, you reap it tomorrow. What most people are reaping today is what their father sowed. What more people are reaping today is what their father sowed. So in this very generation, all our seed, we must have to make sure we plant every good seed. So that when it germinates tomorrow, most people, what they plant, they can't eat it, not talk of their children. That's why today we talk about what's happening in Edo State. People are furious. Can it happen to your children? When can you curtail it? They can't curtail it. Or can we be now, oh man, why was humiliate you? If it's or can we be respect you in it, you don't force it. I give my mama, you know, having he said, by their fruit you shall know them. Or the book of Matthew. So if you do well, that's why the 1 Timothy 5:17, he said, let the elder that rule be counted worthy of double honor, especially those that labor in word and industry. We have to, whatever it takes for us to live a life that is full of emulation, to live a reputable life, let's do it. Please, let's fight for a donation. A donation is achievable. So I've already tell you your uniqueness today. I've told you the kind of person you are. Don't belittle yourself. You know, show up your muscle and do something. Let's do something with our life, please. This thing I'm doing today, nobody ever expected. If the people that fought me and drove me, if they have ever one day know that a day like this will come, they won't. Anytime that man think about it, that's why it could never got somebody like me. Or if you not be Panadol, don't be like Panadol. So do I have everyone? Today is 31st. Today 31st March. On Friday 2023. Please follow us on the International Association for the Improvement of Colored People. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. IACP TV is our YouTube channel. Follow us on the eDonation. Also follow us here. Please, if you know you have followed us before in any of our whatever, go and like, go and unfollow and follow again, or unlike and like again. Because you may be feeling you follow us yesterday, they might have removed you. They are reducing our page as we speak. And it is very dehydrating. They are removing people from our page as we speak. They are, as many people they enter, they remove them. That's why I'm always urging you, share a video with your contact, share it in your timeline on Facebook. If you are sharing it like that, it's not going. Just copy it. Let me put the inscription here or the description here on how you copy and go and paste it on your whatever, on your Facebook. Let's assume that this is Facebook. Let's assume that this is Facebook. We are watching from here now. You open it as if you are seeing comments. Then you click copy. Then you bring out copy link. You see this 3D thing. Copy the one in the center. Then you come back to your Facebook in the home page here. Then just put it here, click it. Then you hold it, then you show paste. Then paste it, it will enter, then you post. That's the best way you can share. I know most of you try to share just to normal share, just click share, transfer to your page. Most of the time it does not go. You have to copy, try and learn it, please. I know most of you try to, do it. Most of the time, I don't even go try and share like that now. What I do is just copy it, then go back to my Facebook, paste it to any of our Facebook handles. That's what we do. Please, IARCP is our YouTube channel, please. If you know you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, not for monetization purpose. I prefer the message that you are hearing from this place than they giving me money. Because money cannot buy this message. You can never go and get this kind of message everywhere. I know there are where they preach this kind of, where they preach the gospel, they speak more eloquent, more grammar, but you can never, our own is parakbo. You can never get it as sophisticated as this. We try to give example critically to the best of your knowledge or to the best of your understanding. So that's what we always do. So do have a nice day, everyone. From me here, God bless you.